My name is Drew Land. Welcome to my vlog, Equipping You for a Meaningful Life. Today we are in the middle of a money series and I'm going to answer the question, how can giving possibly be good for me? In my book, I look at 4 ways giving money is good for you. And I also answer the question about tithing. So if you want to know more, go to drewland.org and you can find the book, The Money Verse, there. Today, I'm going to talk about how giving money is good for you because it helps you to understand the heart of God. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that He gave." When Megan and I were first married, we didn't have much. In fact, I was working as his teacher's assistant at university, and I was making about, like $4.75 an hour. It's not very much money, just over 20 Rand. And then Megan had a little job, and she was bringing in probably less than that. Our rent was about $290 a month, and so all in all, we were bringing in around $350. We could barely make ends meet. But somehow, by the grace of God, we managed to save this little nest egg of $1,000 because we were going to go to England in 6 months to work with a homeless project, and we needed all the money we could have and save, and so we saved this $1,000. When it came close to going to England, we felt God say, "I want you to give that money away." So we did. We anonymously gave the $1,000 away. It was a sacrifice. It was hard to give, but we knew as we obey God, somehow we were going to see God's heart. What happened was over the next 2 years of living in England, we didn't draw a salary, but we were taken care of. People gave money and supported us. We never asked anybody to give us that money. But every month we had people giving us money. There was a couple of times, once I found 500 pounds, that's like 8,000 Rand, on the back of our toilet. Somebody had come to visit and just left an envelope full of cash for us. And it was amazing. And sometimes we would have just money. Someone would pop money through the doorpost. In England, the mailboxes are in your door. So this envelope would just show up full of cash. God took care of us, and for 2 years before I started working on salary at the church at the church in England, we were taken care of. God showed us that through giving, He can take care of you. It was somehow we knew that it was connected with our heart to give, and we would give money all the time. And I remember even when we moved to South Africa, we lived 5 years without a regular salary. Once again, people gave and supported us out here in South Africa. And we never asked anybody for that money. And often we look back and we think, how did that work? How did we survive all of those years? And I know it's connected somehow to the generosity. It's like, I remember someone once saying, you can't outgive God. When you give, it's reflecting the generous nature of who God is. He is a generous God. He loves to give. And somehow when we give, it reflects that, and it helps us to understand His heart. The Bible is full of stories of how God provided for His people, from Adam in the garden to His disciples in Galilee. God always takes care of His people. With that kind of heart and understanding, you can learn to be a generous person. And when you do, you will get the heart of God. That's why I advocate when you think about money, start first with giving it away. Become more like God, and you'll start to have the wisdom of God on how to handle the rest of your finances. Hopefully this is helping you and equipping you. Please subscribe below, follow us on Instagram or Facebook, and go visit us at drewland.org.